Right, Manchester United fans have probably never been so excited about the prospect of playing QPR. That's because we've bought some incredible players. Let's talk about one of the players that isn't in the new signing list, Wayne Rooney. Mac, you famously said he's always got to be first name on the team sheet. With these new signings, form he's in, is that still the case?
Hold on a minute. You've seen both of my 11s, 3-5-2 and 4-3-3. Wayne Rooney isn't in either of them. Now, base that simply on ability and as a striker, I think Robin van Persie and Falcao are better than him. But so that means, does he drop deeper? Do you want him to do that? Is Matten better in the number 10? Is Di Maria better there? Who knows? I don't think so personally. But as his captain, he's going to have to start, isn't he? So I see him starting. But personally, I wouldn't pick him, no. Not in my best 11.
Justin, do you agree with that? Do you think Rooney is a good choice as captain? Will we see strong leadership from him?
I think he was the only choice as captain, really. I mean, if you look at the time when Van Gaal was making his decision, Van Gaal even, was making his decision, there wasn't a lot of people he could choose from. I think the fact that Darren Fletcher's vice-captain says a lot in terms of, is Darren Fletcher going to be starting many games this season? I doubt it. So I think that he was sort of hands were tied a little bit. I can get what Mac is saying about Rooney probably on form. You wouldn't pick him because I think he's been pretty woeful this season, but he is one of those players that can often pull something out of the bag.
Okay, Stephen, boys just touched on form. We know Rooney sometimes comes into great form, but when he isn't playing well, do you think his place has still got to be guaranteed in the starting lineup, or should he have to watch his back now?
I think he should have to watch his back, but I think the captain's armband generally changes the dynamic on that a little bit. He was our best player last year, Wayne Rooney. That doesn't mean to say that we wouldn't be a better team without him in it. I don't see that we will drop him and get rid of him, but I wouldn't cry if we did.
I don't know about him being our best player last year, I'll be honest with you. I thought David De Gea was better all round, and I thought that he had a good start to the season, Rooney, but I thought the second half of the season, that goal against West Ham, it papered over a lot of cracks. I thought the last sort of 15, 16 games, he didn't really do a lot at all. And I think that,
I did it scientifically. I went and looked over the match ratings that our website had given from every single...
that's exciting.
An Excel spreadsheet. And I'll tell you what, he came out top. And actually, Danny,
I can't argue with spreadsheets then, definitely. I was just going off Excel, watching it.
Forget Harrison's spreadsheets, lads. Yeah, I think personally, with Rooney, like when he was fighting for a new contract under Moyes, he got it and he looked great. And then he was fighting for something else, the captaincy. He got it. He looked great in pre-season. And then since he's got the captaincy, he's kind of just gone back into his shell again. And I think now, with Falcao coming in, the likes of Di Maria, Robin van Persie coming back, that could, again, push him on again. It's like he needs a spur to stop him going stale. Obviously,
do you ever worry though, Macca, that he's 28 now. He's been playing since he was 15, 16. That must catch up with most players. Don't start playing top-level football until they're 21, 22. He's been a top striker since he was 16 years old at the very highest level. My worry is his peak been and gone? I know that sounds melodramatic, but he's been playing at the top level for 12 years.
All right, we'll leave that for everyone to think about. It's a good point. So there are lots and lots of potential debuts to be made on Sunday at 4 o'clock. Boys, do you think Van Gaal should throw all the new signings in? Because Luke Shaw, Rojo, Raphael, it would be his first game of the season. And then, of course, there's Falcao. Di Maria's obviously played one game. Daley Blind. Would you put all these players into the mix straight away or leave some on the bench? How many new players can you start, Adam?
I can't see Falcao starting. He's only had like 17 to 20 minutes for Colombia recently. So I don't think he'll start. So I don't think Falcao will start. I think Rojo may start because he's been raring to go for ages. He's just been waiting to be let off that leash. Shaw's not long come back into training. So I don't see everyone making their debuts all at once. I think Di Maria will carry on playing and we'll just throw in probably a couple of players. But I think Falcao will be on the bench and Shaw will be as well.
Okay. Justin, do you agree with that?
I think it'd be a bit dangerous to sort of throw everyone in at once, especially defensively. If you are going to throw in Rojo, if you are going to throw in Shaw, and depending on where Blind's going to play, if you was to put him in there as well at the back, it'd be a big ask. But I think like what Mac has said, I think Falcao will definitely figure probably from the bench. But I think Di Maria obviously started against Burnley, so there's no reason why he can't come straight in.
Okay, Stephen, do you think this needs to be gradual, what with form and confidence as it is? Do you think it would be wise to be playing everybody at the same sort of time?
Yeah, I do think it'd be wise. We've not looked good, and I think just throwing everybody in, it's not like we're throwing in inexperienced newbies. We're talking about some world-class players here. I would throw them all in, bar Falcao, because I think his fitness is still a little bit worrying. There's no point risking him. So I hate to agree with everybody else, as you know. But well, I'm going to have to.
Stephen, tell us what you would do. What is your starting lineup to face QPR?
De Gea in net. I'm going for Blackett over Evans, just on form, and obviously he's second best player in the world. Daley Blind in the middle of the three, and Rojo. I'm not sure that's going to work like that, because I know that Van Gaal likes to have right-footed players on the right and left-footed players on the left. So that's not really going to work if you've got Blackett on the right of the defensive three, but that's what I'm going to do. I would go with Luke Shaw because it means Ashley Young doesn't get a game, and that pleases me. Valencia on the right. With Rafael coming back from injury, there's no point risking any more than you need to, so Valencia is a good solid option, especially defending. Not that we should really need it at QPR at home, but there you go. Midfield 2 of Herrera,
Didn't just say that. Oh, man.
Matter in the hole, Rooney and Van Persie up front.
Very nice. Jay, what would you do differently? Give us your team.
My team is, I've gone 4-3-3. I've gone with Blackett, Rojo, Evans and Valencia as the back four. Obviously, David De Gea in net. I put sort of Blind, Herrera and Di Maria as the three midfielders. And I've actually started Falcao. I didn't realise I had, but I have. I've done Rooney, Rooney, RVP and Falcao. You know what? Why not? Throw him in there. The crowd want to see him start.
Okay. Adam, what do you make of those teams? 4-3-4-5 at the back?
I don't care about the teams. I still can't believe that. You got Di Maria and Falcao and the team sheets. Are you mad? Oh, God.
It's not on mine.
You need to wake me up. Somebody does. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe it. I don't think Falcao will start, so I agree in that sense. Well, I don't agree with Jay, but I don't think Falcao will start, as I already said. I'm looking forward to Blind starting and seeing where LBG does start him, because is he going to be used in the centre midfield, where I hope he will be used, because we can't rely on Fletcher. And obviously we've lost Spanish Tom as well. So, you know, we need players in centre mid. So I'm hoping to see Blind play there and see how he gets on. It'd be good with him having a home game to start with as well. Hopefully get some confidence going. We need to bang someone. We haven't banged someone for how long? When's the last time? Was it Bayer Leverkusen away?
You speak for yourself, Mac.
Don't think my job.
Right, shall we move on to QPR? They've got a Rolls Royce at the back, but Stephen, what else they got going on?
They got Joey Barton going on. The Twitter philosopher.
Yeah.
They've also got Leroy Fer and Loic Remy and Stephen Colker, who I actually believe is one of the most underrated defenders in the league.
Ain't Loic Remy left?
Yeah, doesn't Loic Remy plays for Chelsea, Stephen?
Come on, keep with it.
Don't listen to me.
In a spreadsheet.
That research.
All I did was look on that.
Stick that in a spreadsheet. What you want to do, get on Excel. You want a list of all the QPR players. All right, Jay, any big threats at QPR that are still there?
Richard.
I was reading somewhere that Joey Barton's got more assists than anyone else in the league. I can't see how that's right. But you'd expect us to be able to beat QPR comfortably. I know we probably thought that about Swansea and Sunderland and Burnley. But, you know, with the new signings we've got, I'm struggling to name sort of 4 or 5 QPR players, if I'm honest with you. And Rio, God love him, we saw, you know, what he was like last season. I don't think we've got too much to fear for them. And I think if we get at him from the start, the crowd's up for it, then, although I don't know if we'll bang him like Maka was saying, but we should certainly give him we should certainly get a win.
Yeah. Mac, what's more worrying, QPR, or is it our own form and confidence that could be our downfall?
I think it's ourselves, like, you know, because we start games, we're going to be confident from the start. We know that it's going to be an afternoon kickoff. Everyone's going to have time in a pub. You know, we've got all these players coming in. It's going to be excitement. It's like the start of the season all over again. The problem will be if we don't get that early goal, how the fans react, how the players react. We want to see positivity all the way throughout. So, you know, if we can get an early goal, I think the confidence will just flow. But we've got to get that goal first. I'm hoping Rio doesn't roll back the years as well. Would be just our luck, wouldn't it? We've seen him just crumble against teams at Old Trafford, and then it just become that rock that he is again.
Stephen, score prediction.
2-0 Manchester United.
Jay.
I'm going to go with 1-0.
Mac.
I'm going to say it. 4-0.
4-0. Ridiculous. 3-0. We'll have 2. Falcao come off the bench. 92nd minute. Score a tap-in. And we'll all be delighted. Yeah, like that. So make sure you subscribe to Full Time Devils, boys. Thanks very much for coming on. Let us know what you think the score will be. Give us your team predictions, all that kind of stuff. Write it down below. Comment, share the video with your mates, and have a ruddy nice day.
Then you go Falcao.
Say it again.
Robin Van Persie.
Say it again.
It's up there, and it's about time United had something like that. I'm absolutely buzzing for that forward line.